Today we'll be opening up a Power of the Force Deluxe BobaFett.
Hit it, hit it, hit it. Get it going. Two mothers went to the park. It was kinda dark. In the daytime, Carl and Ronnie in the daytime. Carl and Ronnie in the daytime.
Hello fans, welcome to another exciting episode of the CCNRR show. Coming back at you fresh for a good night. It's been pouring all night. We figured, we're in the basement anyway. Why not
Might as well do an episode.
Might as well do another episode for the fans. We got to get some more stuff out there. Got to get that new content so people keep watching, Got to hit that like, got to hit that subscribe, leave the comments. And tonight we got some goodies tonight. So, as many of you know, I collect the vintage collection. And they've pumped out some new goodies here as of late. And after getting, I want to say, 3 or 4 of them destroyed in the mail, crushed either by the USPS folks or just packaged poorly, I finally got some mint ones.
Oh, nice.
And so it's probably already too late because there's probably 3,000 reviews out there. But this is a CCNRR review, and you don't get them like this.
You do not.
Right? You get the compares, you get the detailed content.
Yes.
So we're going to look at some of that stuff here, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
So there's really 3 big things we're going to look at tonight. We got the new Tatooine Skiff that the vintage collection fans, I know I've been clamoring for.
Been itching for it.
Itching for it. And we thought in the original version of the vintage collection we were gonna get it. Never did, but now that you have the giant skiff,
The
HasLab, crazy one, they had to throw out the little one to go with it. So we're going to be looking at that. We're going to be looking at the 3-pack, and we're going to be looking at the BobaFett that just recently came out, right?
Sounds good.
All right, so we'll get started. So first off, we're going to take a look at the BobaFett. So this, I don't know if you can tell the difference. For those of you vintage collection fans, will probably be able to tell the difference. But you have BobaFett VC09, and the reason why we've got a new one of this is because it was not made overseas, or for the overseas folks, it was hard to get. So Hasbro said, you know what?
Let's make another one.
Let's just graciously
Let's put the same one in a new card and sell it again.
Sell it again. Why not?
And
right?
what's that number this time?
So no, it's VC9.
Oh.
So they did learn their lesson about renumbering.
Gotcha.
With the Death Star exclusive pack about numbering things that are really hard to get. So, but they were very clever.
So this is essentially like the vintage collection's version of the archive series, like for Black Series.
You're exactly right. Exactly right.
Gotcha.
So what's interesting is for a collector like me that collects these things constantly, you would say, well, you already have this figure, VC09. Why would you get it again, right? Well, let's take a look at one of the major differences here. 2 different card backs. So now you've got a variant. And the CCNRR show loves variants. They love variants. So that's your first big difference. And then the other kind of clever difference here, almost, is that they took the guns out of his hands.
The bubble is definitely different too.
It's big, yeah. It's bigger because they put the guns.
They displayed the guns this time.
They displayed the guns
instead of holstering it and having him hold it.
Yes. So that's another big difference. The figure is the same, though.
The figure's the exact same.
Exact same figure. The paint apps may be marginally different, but for the most part, you're getting the same figure. The helmet does come off. If you can see that. Nothing.
The helmet what's underneath it?
It's BobaFett.
Is it vintage BobaFett?
No, it's his. Well, it's actual
Attack
face.
of the Clones BobaFett.
Yeah. I mean.
Okay.
Same
clone BobaFett.
This is clone BobaFett.
Gotcha.
So for our
special edition BobaFett.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So for our key BobaFett, guru who likes us, the actual actor.
Yes.
Who likes us, here again, we're looking at some BobaFett.
You're talking about Daniel Logan.
Daniel Logan, that's right.
He's a fan of the show.
He is a fan of the show. So we're doing BobaFetts for him.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So the other key difference here is that BobaFett, but hey,
sticker
free Boba Fett.
Free Boba Fett.
Mail away. So if you have at least one Boba Fett and you need another Boba Fett, mail away for a Boba Fett.
Mail it away.
Mail it away.
And you're good to go.
And so that Boba Fett was actually the rocket firing Boba Fett.
Oh.
So it looks like a vintage Boba Fett from 1979, 8-ish.
Yeah.
But his rocket actually fired.
Gotcha.
So you got a red rocket.
That's
there.
pretty cool.
Yeah. So those are your two Boba Fett's, VC09. This is Wave 8 here of the vintage collection. But again, if you already have them, there's nothing here to really be concerned about if you open your figures, because same exact figure.
If you go just off card backs, then there's nothing to worry about.
There's nothing to worry about. The other thing I'll mention here for those of you who like the gory details, no language is here. You get your English.
This is pre
300 languages.
Disney.
Pre-Disney.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. So there you go. So Boba Fett VC09.
Did you want to compare them?
Yeah. So let's take a look for the fans.
Here's obviously your vintage.
Yep. So there's your vintage Boba Fett. Definitely an upgrade. The other thing I'll mention about this Boba Fett is that he is fully articulated. So you get all the he's got all ball joints.
So he's actually movable.
He is movable all over the place, from ankles to wrists to waist, everything. Whereas, this is the classic 5-point articulation that basically started it all.
Yeah.
Note here, if you did get the Comic-Con exclusive, you can see we talked about the Stormtrooper blaster.
Correct.
Which is what you get on the vintage carded one, and they did not do that here. You actually get the more screen
The
accurate.
Palace pistol.
Palace pistol, yes.
So there's the vintage Boba Fett, and then you have your...
You got your movie heroes Boba Fett, and this is, definitely an upgrade. It is worth saying on this one, too, that it is a fully posable, although this one does not have the wrist articulation.
No.
And I guess...
Well, they never made the Boba Fett 375 for Black Series. It was only the prototype version.
Only the prototype.
So it was the small prototype version.
Which is the all-white one.
Correct. Right. Never made the 375. Right. But this one was the one that you could only get in Germany, remember?
Yes.
This was part of the last 4 where it was super hard to find. This was actually a really hard figure to get.
Yes.
So, but this is like one of the last, I guess prior to vintage, this was really the last version that was, kind of fully articulated, I guess, to a certain degree. But
yeah, it is strange that I get about 5 Boba Fetts for the vintage. I mean, mail away.
Yeah.
You got one on a different card, or not a different card, but with different stickers. He was all over the place.
Yeah.
And then for the Black Series, you only got the white one.
Yeah, you got the white one, and then you got the 6-inch versions.
Right.
They made multiple 6-inch versions.
Kind of taking a break.
Well, yeah, because now they've got the Comic-Con Kenner Paint one. They have the original one that's like 3 different cards for it.
Yep.
And then they have the prototype one.
Yep. And it is worth mentioning with the vintage version of Boba Fett on the 6-inch, the vintage carded one, they actually took the cape off compared to the Black Series, cloth cape in the back. And just to clarify for some fans, because we had one fan that was a fan of the show, was very angry that they thought we had misspoken.
Oh, about the card back.
About the card back, yes.
Right.
So we're clearly aware that Boba Fett originally came out on a Star Wars card.
Correct.
Right? And we were kind of saying, why didn't they come out with it on the Empire card?
Right.
But
we were just hoping that if they're going to do an Empire 40th, that
it would
that
be consistent.
Right. That's the only thing we were trying to say. We do appreciate the fans' input, though.
Yeah, we like being called out for those things because we need to be right.
I like to know when I'm wrong so I can pretend like I'm not. And I can say, no, you didn't let us finish.
Yes, that's true.
This is what we were going to say. So
Yeah,
now we're saying it.
We've been practicing that on our wives.
Correct.
And it seems to we're getting some good
feedback.
Yeah, good feedback.
I agree.
So
what's next? What's next?
All right, so what's next? So next is the new type of packaging for the vintage collection. This is the 3-pack. So they're pumping out Return of the Jedi figures because of the giant skiff.
Oh, they're trying to fill the playset.
They want you to get all these figures to put on the playset.
I'm sure glad I don't collect vintage collection.
I know, right? So what's interesting about this for the vintage collection is that they pump out the 3-packs quite a lot. They did a ton for Target. We've had a lot of SDCC ones.
Yeah.
But this is kind of a new kind of getup. And so what's interesting too about this is that these are individually carded figures on card backs in the giant box.
Okay. Now, do they sell those figures separately?
No, you have to buy all 3 of them.
And these are carded figures?
Carded,
Numbered.
VC numbered figures, yes.
So the only way to get them is through the 3-packs.
You got to get the 3-pack. Just like the, which we haven't done a review on, the Jabba's Palace playset that comes with the Han and Carbonite and Rees. Those are both carded, and you have to buy the playset.
Gotcha.
So this was one of the things that I got that was literally obliterated when I opened the box. It was destroyed. So I ended up sending it back. I got this one, which is in amazing condition, and we decided to do the show when there was a torrential downpour, and so it took me a while to get this in the house.
You didn't want to get it wet.
No, I had to wear a hazmat suit.
Although
to
the Hasbro boxes are known to hold up underwater.
We did test that.
We tested it with the Jar Jar, and it did do very well.
It did very well in the water. It did very well. So anyway, so here we go. You got 2 figures that are basically like brothers over here. This is Vizam and...
What was his name? Shazam?
No, that's copyright.
Oh, okay.
And then you have, I don't even know how to say this, Vedine. I'm sure we'll be corrected. I don't know. Vedine. He's a skiff pilot, and he's the one that comes with the blaster gun that shot Luke Skywalker's hand.
Gotcha.
They are of the same species.
Oh, do you know what the species is?
I don't.
No.
And you know what? Maybe we can ask someone to add a comment.
We should.
Yeah. All I know is that he was one of Jabba's slaves.
Gotcha.
But I know they're not allowed to say that, so I don't know other than that. But he is some sort of species.
Can you call him that anymore? Maybe servant.
Maybe
helper.
Yes, maybe a helper. Maybe
okay. Because you know California changed their laws recently with what they can call felons now. They're called justice system something.
Justice impaired.
Something.
Yeah,
it's something like justice something.
Justice.
No, you can't call them a felon anymore.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Okay, well then we won't. We'll stay away from that.
So stay away from that word.
Yeah. So anyway, their job is friends.
Jabba's friends.
Jabba's friends. And then
cohorts.
Cohorts. There we go. There you go. These are all new. They did not make these on the vintage card, I believe. They made what's the guy with the long neck? There was like 3 variants of his. He had a little piece that came down to the side. Look at the...
Weekoy.
Weekoy, that was right. Lost my mind. They made him twice.
Yeah.
One with a long neck.
I remember that, the short neck. I do remember that.
It took me months to find
Weekoy.
The one with the long neck, which was a bizarre variant. But anyway, yes. And then they have this guy here with this nice-looking helmet. And this guy is Brock Starsher. Sounds like a very normal name to be on Jabba's
Looks like a G.I. Joe figure, honestly.
He does. Interesting helmet.
Yeah.
So there you go. Those are your 3 figures there. And here's the back, so you can see the back. Kind of a cool back here. It's got the scene with the skiff and Luke, and it kind of goes into... This one you get a nice...
You get a narrative?
Nice narrative, but it's in 4 different languages.
Oh, man, just in case.
Yeah, just in case. So, but yeah, so... This one is pretty cool. We're not going to open this.
Why not?
Because it took me about a month to get one in good shape. So I'm afraid to open it. Like I said before, I had to wear a hazmat suit to get this in the house without it getting rained on. So we did want to show you, in true CCNR fashion, that here's Neatku. Neatku. And he is of the same species as these 2 fellas. For some reason, they decided not to put him in here.
They made another version.
Yeah, they made another version. So it's clearly 2 different figures, but they're maybe like brothers.
So I guess they just wanted to essentially just make a new version of him.
A new version, yes. And it is worth mentioning that neither one of them come with the same weapon. Interesting enough, you get
he comes with the staff.
Staff, which is what Brock has.
Ah, gotcha.
You see there. So
that's, I guess, comparable wise, that's going to be what you're going to look at.
Yeah, so this is the same thing, the same species as that guy over there.
All right.
Very hard to find that figure with the horns without paint scrubbing on them, or paint wear. So, all right. So moving on to my favorite here. And I should have wore rubber gloves.
Oh,
you know, because of how delicate this baby is here. But this is what people have been clamming for.
Now, is this an exclusive?
No, none of these are exclusive, to my understanding.
So why is it so sought after then?
Well, because it's a skiff, and it's the skiff that everyone's kind of wanted. You can get this on all the online
formats.
Good luck finding it at an actual store.
Oh yeah.
Not going to happen unless it's maybe like a Walgreens
Yes.
or a CVS,
Gotcha.
maybe McDonald's.
Specialized store. Specialized store.
Specialized stores. Target or Walmart wouldn't have them. So here you go. Here is the skiff. I remember this from the Power of the Force line. Very, very delicate.
Mm-hmm.
You touch it, it basically breaks.
Right.
One of the nice things about this is that it does come with a nice clear, you can kind of see how they put it in the pictograph there, a nice clear little stand, so you can display
so you can just have it displayed.
Yes, next to your giant katana
Nice.
playset. You'll notice who's dead center there.
Weekoi.
Weekoi.
There's multiple Weekois, short neck and long neck versions.
Yeah, you can see that there. You have the general and the regular one, which I do recall. One of the very last figures for the vintage collection was this guy here. This was the one with the long neck. And
Gotcha.
It's hard to find him. So you get all the figures. Here's your buddy from the 3-pack, and then you get all the figures. These all figures are now currently available. Recently, so you can actually still get them.
Gotcha. Now, is this the original mold, or is this a new mold?
I believe it's the original mold with some modifications to it.
Okay, so the original, it's based off the original.
Yes, it is based off the original. Now you do recall that they actually made this for the Power of the Force line later on,
right?
Which was basically a repaint of this.
Gotcha.
So here's the original one. What's interesting about this is that the box is significantly more narrow.
It is
than this one.
I mean, you have to put it together.
I guess you got to put it together. It's got a lot of the same features as the original. You got the plank. You got the adjustable rudders in the back. You got, this one comes with a little bit of area for weapons storing. The one keynote I think that's different here is that this one actually has little legs.
Right. It actually has
yes,
standing legs. This is more of a stand display.
Right. You're right. And I think
see how this one has
honestly, I think that's an improvement because you move that lever and the lever basically breaks off.
I gotcha.
So I think that's an improvement. Why don't you flip that around and give them a little touch?
I do like the scene. I like the action scene in this one.
Yes. Yeah. And this one's got Barada, which was another figure they made for the vintage collection. And they made him with a red bandana and a gray bandana, and the red was a variant which was, hard to find as well. So did they I guess they do recreate the scene, except with one icon missing.
They're missing the BobaFett,
which is kind of
kind of random that they'd be not throwing BobaFett in the mix.
Right. So, but definitely a pretty cool box here. Kind of see that on the bottom. Kind of got the top here, and then really both sides are the same. So nothing really to write home about. From that perspective, you don't get the action and different features that you do here.
I always liked this set.
That's a very hard to find, expensive.
Yeah, I was always a fan of this Power of the Force figure.
What's interesting too about this is that how delicate it is compared to other
boxes,
other toys and Kenner toys. You would
Absolutely.
think.
Yeah.
Kenner was like, let's just get it out.
Get it out. There's the end of this was the end of the line.
This was it, literally.
I mean, Power of the Force they thought was going to be a big success, and it really wasn't.
It wasn't.
And that's why a lot of the Power of the Force figures are worth so much money nowadays.
That's true.
Because they weren't mass produced for 3 movies.
They were not.
It was the end of the line, 85, end of the line.
End of the line.
Yep.
So I think that is it. So, let us know what you think of some of these cool new vintage collection items. I have to say, for once, I know, on the CCNR show, we tend to be a little sarcastic about our toys, but I was actually a little pleasantly surprised at
this seems like a pretty good set you got. I mean, you know what? The last few waves we've gotten in reference to even Black Series and the vintage collection have been all pretty cool.
Yeah,
I know we complain about sometimes the fact that you're buying just the card back essentially.
Yes,
but the actual figures have been pretty cool with what they've been doing.
Yes.
So I mean, I can't complain.
I can't complain really easy. Although I'm just looking at this, and for some reason I have a dent in the bottom of this bubble.
Oh, no.
And I don't know how that's possible.
You might as well open it now. That's the original one?
This is the original one.
Oh, and that's it? This will be gone and sold within a couple days.
Probably so.
He's going to get rid of it.
See what happens on the CCNR show? You find these imperfections. You found with figure with frosting all over.
And you know what? You know what I did with him, though?
Yeah.
I put him right back on the shelf.
You put him
because
right back on the shelf.
Not worth my problem.
Unbelievable.
Just going to get another one with frosting if I buy another one. I'm not going to worry about it.
Oh. What's this?
What's going on? This is one of our producers.
Yeah, everyone say hello.
So we're gonna go to a show. What's going on?
So, big news.
What?
Big news. D23. Is that what you're trying to say? No. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
So, up at corporate, we just got the news that.
Wait. We have a corporate?
I mean, apparently we've gotten so many followers now. I mean, I heard the other day that we're gonna maybe have commercials on our channel.
Oh wow. All right. Sorry.
Maybe there is corporate.
Okay. Continue.
So, corporate got the news that you guys have been handpicked by Disney to do a Galaxy's Edge review on property.
They want the CC and RR show to come to Galaxy's Edge
and do
exclusively
and do a review of Galaxy's Edge.
Yes.
No.
I don't know.
Are you
about
serious?
This.
Yes.
Well, thanks for giving us the news.
Dude, that's a freaking yak pot right there, dude.
I don't know what to. I'm kind of stunned right now.
Do we know when we're going?
Right when it opens.
Well, at least you'll know when the real date is.
Yeah, at least this time I won't get duped like I did back in June.
Yeah, so let's. All right, well.
I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know what to do.
Well, thanks.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for letting us know.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Should we maybe change the show now?
I don't know.
I don't know what to do. Like, what we should interview Mark Hamill.
We should call everybody.
We should call everyone.
Lando. Han Solo, get them all down there.
Young Boba Fett.
Let's get him down there.
Get him down there.
Maybe we can ride a ride with him.
I'd be okay with that. And then what else we can do? We can do the Millennium Falcon.
Dude, we can build droids together. We can build lightsabers together. We can get Salacious Crumbs together.
And walk around.
All day.
It'd be amazing.
Dude, there's so much we have to plan.
Yep.
Where we're going to...
Oh, no. What is going on?
What is going on?
We're trying to do a show here, dude.
Hey, so, bad news.
Bad news?
I thought I was dreaming with some actual good news.
Now what?
The tech guy messed up.
Tech guy. He's got to go.
Yeah, that tech guy's
got to go.
Tearing everything up.
So, you guys can still go to Disney, but only one of you can go, and you have to go late. The other one of you gets to go to Triple Force Friday.
So one of us gets to go to Galaxy's Edge still.
Yes.
But the other one has to go to Force Friday at a Target.
Yes.
Wait, let me get this right. One gets to go to Galaxy's Edge.
One gets to go to Disney
and interview Mark Hamill and Billy D. Williams, and the other one gets to go to Triple Force Friday at Target, where there's probably going to be 2 toys.
Yes.
Well,
why is that though? Why? What's wrong with? Is there not enough money in the budget?
No, you guys spent a ton of money this Comic-Con.
Comic-Con.
I told you not to buy those Black Series figures.
You know, if I would have waited. Oh, if there's a
some sort of raptor.
The Sarlacc pits out there.
Someone's pretty pissed.
If I wouldn't have bought that freaking Sith Trooper, I could have got him at D23's website today for $29, and that probably would have been enough. God. All right. I appreciate it. Now how are we gonna figure this out now? All right.
I'm speechless. We had to take a break, fans.
We had to verify what information we were just fed.
Yes,
because that was a crock.
That was on the show, uncut, and then we just find out that only one of us can go to Disney to interview Mark Hamill and Billy D. Williams, and maybe a Jawa.
I mean, I thought we were both going to be able to go down to the restaurant there and steal some forks.
I was looking for those forks
because that's supposedly a hot commodity on eBay right now.
I know.
I was going to steal everything that wasn't nailed down.
Yeah, I was going to take even the plates. I was taking everything.
Oh, everything.
Everything. Just ripping it right off.
I was going to get in one of the land speeders and just drive off in it.
If I could do that, I would do that. Any episode 1 things, I was ready to take.
If it was anything episode 1 is going with me.
We're gonna have to fire that tech guy. He is garbage.
He is going.
Too much shenanigans out of him.
It's not like we feed him. We give him some drinks and some vittles.
Yep.
And every once in a while, I'll bathe him.
Yeah. We even gave him Bronte the dinosaur.
Correct.
And this is how he treats us.
And this is how he treats us? Come on, man. So, yeah, because think about it. When we go down there, I can get all the Black Series exclusives.
Yep.
The 3-packs.
Yep. They're on eBay for like triple the price.
$350 still. So I was gonna get it. So now
for all those repacks.
So we were given a list of rules in reference to making it fair.
Yes.
To where we can decide who gets to go.
Who gets to go, right?
So, I'm still very upset.
Yeah.
So, we decided that we are going to do the CCNRR Episode 1 Challenge.
Episode 1 Challenge. When your times are tough, you fall back on
You fall back on Old Faithful.
Old Faithful, Episode 1.
So the way we're going to do this, I don't know if anybody's ever played the Episode 1 Challenge.
Well, before we go any further, can you show them the price?
Yeah.
If they can't
I don't know if
see
you
this?
noticed this, but I bought this when it came out in 1999.
This is VHS.
This is a VHS widescreen special edition. Look at the price I paid for this in 20 years ago. $35.99.
$35.99.
And it comes with the VHS, a booklet, and a 35 millimeter. 35 millimeter little piece of the film.
You know, we're so delusional about Disney. We just reviewed Episode 1 VHS tapes.
It's true.
It's unbelievable.
So to the fans that don't know, who has never played this, it's a fun game. You should play it with your friends.
Yeah.
So it's called the Episode 1 Challenge, and what you do is you put the movie on.
Okay.
All right. We have these two FX lightsabers here. You can take Vader's.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll take Mace Windu's.
Dude, what have you been doing at night? This is sticky.
You know what it is?
Why is my hand sticking to this?
It is Kenner Plastics.
Kenner Plastics?
This is it.
You sure you didn't starch this one?
I didn't starch anything. It's
Okay.
Kenner Plastic, bro.
All right,
At its finest. It's falling. It's just
I
rotting.
want you to see this.
It's rotting.
You hear that?
But you notice.
I don't even want to know I'm touching this.
But you notice this one is not doing it. Same age.
I don't know why I'm touching this. I think this has been
Maybe
starched.
you should clean it.
Yeah.
It's the late night Jedi sessions.
I know.
So the way this game, the way this game works, these have been rigged. So it's like a kill switch.
Okay.
So when you have to hold on to the lightsaber. You watch the movie.
Okay.
And you try not to fall asleep. Okay.
Dude, so that's not going to be hard for me because I love Episode 1.
I cannot make it through episode. I haven't made it through Episode 1 in 19 years. So you probably have an advantage over me.
Maybe.
So you start the movie. You start watching. You hold the kill switch.
Okay.
When you fall asleep, naturally your body releases. So you'll be like this. Episode 1. And then you let go. And that's how you know you lose. So when the lightsaber ignites, that means you're asleep.
You're okay.
You have fallen asleep.
I've fallen asleep. So we're doing first shot.
That's it.
That's it.
Whoever falls asleep first.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go have some coffee and Red Bull.
All right.
And maybe you should go run around the neighborhood a little bit.
I may have to clean this thing.
Yeah, maybe you should clean that, and then we'll go from there.
You're filthy, dude. All right, I guess fans will be back.
Let's load it up. All right, ready?
I'm ready to do this. So I feel good. I feel good.
If you notice, my Disney Hollywood Studios.
All right.
Hollywood Studios. So this is the CC and RR Show, Episode 1 Challenge.
Take one.
Begin. All right, let's get this ready to go and get it loaded up. Asleep. You're already asleep.
What?
You already fell asleep.
The movie's over, isn't it?
No, it just started. Look.
Oh man.
You already fell asleep. You fell asleep in the scrolls.
All right, we got to do best out of 3 or something.
Best out of 3.
I don't know what I drink, but it put me. Maybe I drank.
You fell asleep before the scrolls even started. All right, I'll give you best out of 3.
Okay.
All right, let's finish these scrolls and we'll see where we can go. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Ready? Muting off.
All right.
Dude! What? Oh!
Dude, you fell asleep.
No, I glitched. I glitched. I had a seizure.
No, I was clearly awake because you scared me. Oh. You scared the bejesus out of me, and you fell asleep.
God, this movie's so intense. All right, let's regroup. Next one loses.
All right.
All right, let's regroup.
Let's regroup. Give us a second. I'm not falling asleep during this.
Dude, this is the best part of the whole movie right here.
It is,
Jar Jar.
right there he is,
I
baby.
am falling asleep. Let's go see some Jar Jar. See you real soon.